Welcome in everyone, how you guys doing? If you guys decided to hit that subscribe, like, share. Also check out my playlist. I got that Kendrick versus Drake playlist with everything related to that whole situation and obviously what I'm reacting to now. Check out my other reactions as well because I'll be reacting to other topics as well too. But yeah, today, let's not waste no time here. Why Drake just dissed Kendrick Lamar again? Fantastic hip hop. All right, let's see what's happening. There's no way he just dissed him again. I want to give him props. He gotta be a bit smarter than that. But let's go.
This public meltdown that has been going on from Drake ever since the aftermath of the Kendrick beef has only been getting worse and worse with each passing moment that we're watching the dust settle and see how Drake is coping with the entire situation. And while embarrassing songs like Drake's Hey There Delilah parody were painstaking enough,
shit.
For Drake, he isn't just trying to gain some sort of ground.
I still can't get over the fact motherfucker had to release that song. And go and kill the original and then do over that crap as a song. Waste of fucking time. It wasn't it.
Back in the rap game right now by releasing more music and trying to win over any sort of goodwill he can from people, but also in this very moment, Drake just came out and straight up dissed Kendrick Lamar again, but not musically this time, but with an Instagram post which shows off Drake at what looks like his son Adonis's soccer game. But beyond Drake just using these photos in an attempt to reverse the damage of the narratives that Kendrick tried to get across on his diss tracks, he also captioned the post, "Goats don't worry about one-trick ponies." And this is what has everyone talking right now, because considering everything going on.
Damn. Did he actually post that? Yeah, he did post it. That's what I'm saying. Like, goats don't worry about one-trick ponies here. And the thing is here, I know his record label or his team came to some agreement with Kendrick's team. He will not be saying anything about Kendrick Lamar in relation to him. See what he's done here is smart in the sense of this could be at anybody. It could be at Metro. It could be at Rick Ross. It could be at anyone. This is why it's so vague. He think he's smart, but we all know who the fuck he talking about. He can't say who he really want to be talking about, but we all know. The audience, we're not slow. Remember K. Dot said that, yeah? We're not dumb. Like, bruh. One-trick pony. Man, please. Bruh, you really want to go wake up the fucking boogeyman, yeah? Baba Yaga, you trying to pull him back out after he just gone back in? Come on, bro.
Don't worry about one-trick ponies. And this is what has everyone talking right now, because considering everything going on, this is without a doubt a direct shot at Kendrick. And first off, the fact that this caption is written better than any of the quotables on some of Drake's actual diss tracks like The Hard Part 6 is absolutely hilarious. And overall, just by playing the captioning game right now, it only makes Kendrick's disses once again look...
I think when he said that, like, we fed him information, and he wrote that, he was in such a hurry to reply to Kendrick's track that he dropped, that he didn't really put much thought into what he was putting on pen. That's if it was him who actually wrote it. But they were just so quick to get our information. Yeah, we fed them information. We gotta change the narrative, not thinking of the long run. They were thinking of the short run, not realizing on a longer term basis, people gonna be like, yo, bro, that don't make no sense. That's a pile of BS. Who the fuck you think you trying to fool? Do we look like we were born yesterday? Shit. Let's go,
stronger and stronger, as they are only being further validated as we sit with them longer and just watch Drake spiral out of control and do everything that he said. When we look at Drake's first full-on attempt since The Hard Part 6 at trying to poke Kendrick Lamar and see what the asterisks he's trying to throw on this L now to make it look better is, it all really just gets more telling of the absolute state of delusion that Drake is stuck within. But in some ways, we have to give him some credit, because where Drake's attempts at saving his name and image with his two most recent features he has done have only backfired, what he's doing here is at least accomplishing something for him, I guess, because it has sparked a discussion around Drake and Kendrick that is making people question Lamar in some shape, and that's also helping Drake fans cope and imagine that in actuality he is the winner of this feud, and this is because in the post, Drake is still standing on the fact that he is above Kendrick by first off calling himself a GOAT, but much more substantially. Drake says that goats don't worry about one-trick ponies, and again,
that's cheap.
Somehow, Drake's caption has better writing than whatever the absolute messes of everything he has given us since Family Matters has been, because this has a double meaning, as Drake isn't just saying this phrase to describe Kendrick, but he's referring to a classic film, which interesting enough, just as he referenced the Whitney Houston movie Bodyguard in Push-Ups with a bar that he sure does regret and ended up becoming the basis for how personal Kendrick Lamar took everything, as he flat out stated on Meet the Grams. Here he is referring to the 1980 film One Trick Pony, and if you didn't think that this was intentional from Drake, between the fact that this film stars another musician in Paul Simon, which between Drake name-dropping 2 films starring very popular artists from decades past, definitely is some sort of trend or just thread he's trying to weave and keep up, but more eye-opening, and what confirms that Drake is just trying to re-aggravate Kendrick in some shape or form. The actual film One Trick Pony follows a story that, in Drake's mind, aligns
I like to say now, I'm not trying to say I'll never listen to Drake again. I'm not saying that. Because, let's be real, a lot of the crazy allegations, we ain't yet to see receipts. But when it comes to the culture vulture, very hard to deny and play down that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, when it comes to receipts and the fact of past transgressions where you've been caught on tape and scenarios and shit like that, you will be judged for that. There's no getting away from it, because you know what I mean? So that's why it goes into K-Dot's narrative when he was saying a lot of stuff, even though we haven't seen a lot of receipts, but still. You know, I'm not saying I won't listen to him again, but it won't be anytime soon.
Everything he has been trying to paint across about Kendrick throughout his diss tracks is just reading what the synopsis of this film is. We can see exactly what Drake was doing with this caption, as it says, Jonah is an aging rock star trying to put together a new album in the face of an indifferent record label and a talentless producer. At the same time, he is struggling to save his marriage, and I won't lie, this is clever on Drake's end, but at the same time, I think this is showing us that while it may seem like Drake may be trying to start a round 2 with Kendrick by once again dissing him to his millions of followers, I think what we will find out soon, and what's actually
number one, yo, Fantastic Hip Hop, I think you put out some dope shit. I ain't gonna lie. You know, I really think you do put out some dope shit. But I think we're giving this motherfucker a bit too much credit. He's not K-Dot. I actually think he might have actually thought only goats, or not no one-trick pony, and that's the first thing that came to his mind. I don't even think it's as deep as the film and the reference on what happened with the guy. He's not K-Dot. That's something Kendrick Lamar will do. If he did, well, yo, where was this kind of initiative? Where was this kind of penmanship when the battle was going on? Not now at the end, bro. Now you start trying to break shit down, you know what I'm saying, double entendres and different meanings. No, too late now. You lost the battle. It's lost, it's too late. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think, if he did, smart, but no, too late.
Going on is that Drake is now implementing a new strategy to save his career that isn't actually trying to put him within a musical duel with Kendrick again, as we all know how bad that went. But it's trying to get ahead of the even further damage control that is going to need to be done when Kendrick Lamar's Pop Out and Friends concert goes down in LA very soon, and when the rollout for his teased and highly anticipated album begins, because Drake knows at this point, any success Kendrick Lamar sees, whether the music is about him or not, is only going to hurt his reputation, as we will see Kendrick get more and more praise, and prove that his claims about there being no Big Three become perceived as fact by more and more people when it comes to MCs that offer the complete artistic package just beyond the optics of hype, streams, and sales. Drake has at least realized that he is going to have to get a lot more tactical to walk out of what is pretty much going to be wave 2 of negativity towards him in any sort of position of strength. And he is doing this now by beginning to weave together a narrative around Kendrick, which is trying to diminish his success and legitimacy as an artist, as he is painting him out to be lost individual whose career is no longer in the state of success that it once was, and now he's on the search to regain any sort of relevance.
It's too soon to be trying to do these little sly, sneaky tactics. You have to wait till next year. when Kendrick has gone quiet for a bit and tried. I'm not going to say you're going to succeed with it, you know what I'm saying? Not at all. But it's too early. And doing all these underhand tactics makes you look like even more of a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not. Yeah.
As his personal life falls apart. And while Drake trying to push across this narrative to his fans that are willing to believe just about anything he says, that Kendrick is a one-trick pony because he can only gain relevance from mentioning Drake's name and that his music is also one-dimensional, just like a lot of the things Drake has done. When you really consider what these claims are stating and see how they hold up to Kendrick, anybody will see that from the 5 tracks Kendrick released throughout this feud alone, there's never been this amount of artistic range being shown at once, as from a Metro Boomin club banger to a gritty Alchemist beat to a DJ Mustard loop that channels everything.
The way Kendrick set this all up was such a masterful, tactical kind of move. Man was out here playing chess. Drake was playing checkers. I don't even know if Drake was playing checkers. Drake was playing like hopscotch on the squares. He was hopscotching on the squares, you know what I mean? Double scotch or whatever you call it with a, you know what I mean? And then jump up and down. Kenny over here, Kung Fu Kenny over here played checkers, bro. Not checkers, fucking chess. Had the knight and the queen and the king. Yeah. Drake was not even playing. Drake was on some different level, bro. I don't know what he was doing, but in all fairness, all bullshit aside though, I say all of that. He did a lot. Because we ain't had no battle of going back and forth like this. You have to give props. Drake kept this motherfucker interested and alive. K-Dot just came and put the fucking nail in the coffin. But like, who else would have been out here battling K-Dot like that? You know what I'm saying? Let's just be real. If it wasn't J. Cole, who else is out here battling? That's why people be talking this shit like, bruv, if Drake wasn't talking his ish, it would have been able to make Kenny go in his bag and come out with his nuclear fucking bombs just spraying up the place. So you always have to give props to the opponent for bringing out the best and the boogeyman, bro. Come on now.
His greatness and the West Coast stands for. Kendrick showed that he really is the ultimate MC, as he can plug his abilities into every corner of the rap world and beyond this. While this has started a debate already where Drake stands are arguing that because Drake can sing and hop onto so many different waves of music, he is more versatile, I think it is important to remember that versatility isn't just about how many different styles of music you can dip your feet into, but that it's also about the range of music you can operate in at a high level. And when you compare this, and you see how Drake gets criticized for riding trends and copying musical styles with no creativity whatsoever, and see how Kendrick is able to bend himself and his abilities into songs as popular as Travis Scott's Goosebumps, but also as gritty and abstract as Danny Brown's Really Dough off the experimental hip-hop masterpiece Atrocity Exhibition. Don't get me wrong, Drake's versatility is incredible for what it is, but it is easy to lose sight of how shallow it gets beyond just hopping on a trend or dipping his toes into something, as opposed to Kendrick, who can go all in on anything and be his best self, from decade-defining hits to the most intense of deep cuts. So to bring this full circle and see how while Drake is trying to prepare for the sea of attacks that are going to come right back at him as Kendrick Lamar kicks into gear what is up next for his rap career, despite the tactics of this move being smart, as he is trying to create a safety net for him and begin to redirect how people perceive Kendrick's victory and his abilities as an MC. And as a result, is trying to plant a seed that will end up making Kendrick Lamar's upcoming album look desperate, and that it needed Drake to succeed.
He's trying. This is why I know he's trying to dumb us down.
Who has shown that they will twist anything out there to cope with the reality of what has been an all-time low year for Drake. Is any of this enough to really sway the public opinion about Drake right now and make people discredit Kendrick Lamar? Because while Drake has been trying to build this narrative already that Kendrick is so desperate and hungry for attention, and then he's using this beef for promotion, people have already rejected this idea. And as Drake continues to stay outside, and at the end of the day, beyond the layers of this social media post, which is already pathetic to just do all of this when considering this is a rap beef and people want to see everything settled with a microphone. At the end of the day, all of this is only making him look worse, as it's proving everything Kendrick said to be true. What does this man not understand? So all in all, if you are Drake, please go into hiding for a while, let this pass, and try to come back stronger, because with these clownish antics that are showing him to be not over this beef one bit, and that are still trying to change a score that has already been written in the books, he's only going to destroy every single thing that he stands for. So let me know, What do you think about the newest moment
Well,
and what
his
I'm going
record
to call
label
the
could be trying to push
never-ending
him out, trying to
downfall
tell him
of
put some
Drake?
stuff out,
I
bro.
can't
You
wait
need
to
to
hear
make
what you
money,
have to
cause we're
say,
losing
and
money.
if you want to see what Drake's
know what I'm
worst
saying?
song is, and how it did one-of-a-kind damage to his career while also seeing other rappers who stained their own careers forever by releasing songs that embarrassed them to the highest degree. Check out the suggested
Because they
video
put J.
on the
Cole there,
worst
because
song
J. Cole
popular
released that
rappers
fucking
released.
song the other day. You see how he put J. Cole there, like, yeah, J. Cole and Drake. I don't know what's been happening, but then J. Cole redeemed himself on that song with Thames. Redeemed himself. Drake has yet to redeem himself. Been some BS out here. Shit. Yo, so, thank you guys for tuning in. I'll put my playlist in the description. Just click on the description, you'll see my playlist. Also, follow me over on Patreon as well too. I'm going to be doing album reactions and posting them up on my Patreon. I'll post some up over here as well too. But I'm going to start posting stuff on my Patreon. I need to put the link in my description. But no, thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure to like and share. Like and share. That really helps me out. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Be safe and take care out there.